Next up we have a MAD release which was programmed by the great Sean Southern. This is a release from 1987 called Lazer Wheel. Pretty nice picture on the cover of this one. Your traditional spaceship smashing through some glass, which is definitely not traditional, and a nice Lazer Wheel logo, and the MAD Mastertronic Anti-Dimension logo as well. And it says Lazer Wheel on the side. Big shock there, and on the back we've got some screenshots. It's not the most exciting looking game based on the pictures. It just seems to be a kind of triangle shooting at some blocks around in a big circle. But as it says here, it is by Sean Southern, the author of Trailblazer, which is usually a sign of a good quality game. It says keep the space highway open by clearing and keeping clear 8 action-packed screens all at once. A startling original arcade game. So although the screenshots don't seem to make it look very cool, maybe it'll be better than it looks. Inside we have the instructions, of course. You control a triangular laser-armed spacecraft. I think that was pretty obvious from the screenshots. The object of the game is to use a spacecraft to prevent the invading aliens from closing the 8-sectored hyperspace causeway things. To do this you've got to prevent damage in at least one sector, etc, etc, etc. So there's lots of instructions, lots of details about how to play the game, what the baddies are, which do definitely seem to be just different coloured blocks. We've got purple blocks, we got light green, flashing orange, flashing red and white, circles, grey blocks. There's all this stuff about hit points as well, scoring and controls. Very detailed instructions and loading instructions at the bottom, of course. So yeah, it looks like quite a complicated game, and I'm interested to see how it turns out. And here we have the loading screen. Nice logo there, Lazer Wheel by Sean Southern. Not a very interesting picture, but it's like the back of a space fighter, I guess. And as you can see at the bottom there, you've got the Mastertronic and the Mr. Chip software copyright there. And a strange little thing in the bottom corner there. A little paintbrush, paint can, and some paint spilled on the floor. Not really sure what that's for. Here we have the title screen then, quite nicely done it is too, with a kind of computer control panel. And as you can see there, Lazer Wheel was designed by PK Petriv and programmed by Sean Southern, as previously mentioned. I'm just going to go through the instructions because this is quite a complicated game, so you do that by just moving the joystick. So you've got to defend your spaceship against alien bombs, which look like that. They're red, pink and white. They kind of flash between the 3 colours. If they explode, the damage count goes up. If the damage reaches 100, then the level closes, and if you're on the level when it closes, it's game over. That'll become apparent when I play the game. And you can also shoot those colours there, light green, cyan and light blue, to reduce the damage. You can shoot purple blocks which split into blue and yellow blocks, which then when they pass by each other and go into a green block, you can shoot them. And yeah, basically it's all really complicated. It's probably more easy to explain it when you actually play it. And you can also shoot orange blocks to get a large bonus. And there's also these deflector blocks which bounce your shots back and shoot you basically. So there's lots of stuff going on in the game. It's all a little bit confusing, but let's get on with it and play through. So that's me in the middle, the little triangular thing. The red thing there, the red thing that's flashing between red and pink, is a bomb, so I should probably get rid of that. And I missed it. And again. And again. Got it. So there you go, I've got 10 points for that. That's the pink block that was mentioned in the instructions. Actually, first get the orange one, because that's worth bonus points. Oh. Ah! It's so frustrating. There we go. 8 bonus points. That was really worthwhile. So if you shoot the pink one, it splits into a yellow and a blue, and they cross over. And if you shoot those when they cross over, you get more points, and you get something else happens that's nice as well. That's what happens if you shoot one of these deflector blocks. And you can also shoot the green ones, the light green ones. They reduce the damage, as you can see at the moment. There's not much damage on this screen anyway. So you move left and right, you rotate left and right by moving left and right, and fires. If you hold fire down, you can move between the different screens. You can see there's 8 of them. So if I hold fire down and push up to level 3, there we go. Oh, and there's stuff going on this screen as well, basically. But this is pretty much all you do in the game, is just try and shoot as much stuff as you can. And not get blown up, effectively. Very basic graphics. I mean, they do the job in the context of the game, but they're not very exciting. See if we can get these 2 greens when they go together. Ooh, yeah, nice. So move to another screen. Use the screen 2. There's a bomb there. Oh, shot myself. Oh, and that's game over because that bomb's exploded and sent the damage level up to 100. That's a pretty crap score. In fact, probably the crappiest score I've got so far, 466. So let's swiftly move on and give it another go. It's sort of equal parts frustrating and addictive, actually, the game. I've got to say, in all honesty, it's not one of Sean Southern's best. Not when you compare it to things like Kickstart and Trailblazer and other such classics. It's a bit weird, in a word. I think the idea of the game is to try and use this thing on the right hand side to work out where the bombs are. So if I go to number 6, there's a bomb. And just blast as many bombs as possible. But you spend a lot of time shooting little blocks onto the side of the screen. Oh, I shot the wrong thing then. So the graphics, as I mentioned, very basic. The sound effects are pretty straightforward as well. Nothing too great to write home about. There's a lot of stuff on the screen in the way of status bars and things like that. And I do shoot myself a lot. It's fair to say things are going a bit better this time though. Although my score's not much better than it was before. Ah, oh, annoying. Let's see what's going on screen 8. Okay, so yeah, definitely the idea of the game is to move to the ones that have got bombs on them and shoot the bomb ones, which are the red and pink flashing ones, in case you've forgotten. But in all honesty, it's not that interesting. It's hardly an arcade classic and not really worthy of the $2.99 asking price. This has got to be the first Sean Southern game I've ever played, which is frankly not very good. Usually you can rely on him to have produced something pretty cool, but this one just ain't doing it for me. And I'm sure it's not really doing it for you as a viewer either, because it's really rather tedious. I've got no idea what you have to do to complete a level. I have completed levels in the past, but I'm not really sure how. It just happens sometimes. Oh, there we go. Level completed, and I've got a bonus of 5 times 1,000 for something, but I'm not really sure what. So I will continue, although I'm not sure why. And it all starts all over again. But a little bit faster, I think. And I haven't really got much more to say about it. I guess the challenge is shooting these orange things when they flash in between an orange one and a disruptor block, whatever it's called, deflector block. And I've got on to level 3 now, I think. Are you bored yet? I certainly am. Ah! Whoa, there's a lot of bombs on this level all of a sudden. I've passed the 10,000 points mark now. And I've reduced the damage on that level by shooting the green and cyan thingamabobs. And I've got something by hitting the green one, lots of points and stuff. And still it goes on. I'm just kind of hoping it'll be over soon. If I sit on the screen with lots of bombs on, then sooner or later it's going to be a bad result, I would think. I don't know how long I've been playing for now, but God almighty, I'm bored. Rack up some bonus points. I'm on a roll. Or maybe not. Here we go, there's 2 bombs on this screen. This can only end in heartache, surely. Just try and get as many points as I can. Oh, I've managed to wipe them both out, annoyingly. Let's just shoot myself a bit. Those bonus blocks are alarmingly easy to get on this level. He says as he tries to shoot. And still it goes on. Oh no, game over, I'm gutted. So yeah, I got 11,589 and I think we've all seen just about enough of Lazer Wheel.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
2, 1, 0.